Missing a school bus. Plus, we'll talk to the people who captured those frightening moments.
Senate Republicans deliver a stinging rebuke to President Trump over his national emergency declaration. I'm Nicole Killian on Capitol Hill with why they're going against him.
And strong to severe storms continue to impact Kentucky. Those details on our impacts from this evening now on First at 4.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, strong to severe storms continue to move across Kentucky. Tornadoes have already touched down in far western Kentucky, injuring at least one person and leaving a path of damage behind. When will those storms arrive here? Chief Meteorologist Andrew Dockery has the latest on this severe weather alert day. Andrew?
Well, Steve, a very active one across Kentucky, of course, out to the western portion of the state. We were looking at many tornado warnings. In fact, a tornado touchdown there in Paducah, and we continue to look at these showers and storms working through really the Interstate 65 corridor. Let's take a look at Pinpoint Doppler. You'll notice a little bit of the rain activity actually showing up now in southern Kentucky. This could be good news to limit that severe weather threat, at least for southern Kentucky at this time. I do want to take us out a little to the west because you'll notice these showers and storms really starting to form down there just to the west of Interstate 65, and these are going to continue to track to the east-northeast and impact portions of eastern Kentucky later tonight. Now, this is going to be a system that is very fluid. It takes some time. You'll notice that enhanced risk has recently just been pulled, and because of that, now we are in a slight risk for severe weather here in southern Kentucky with the winds really cranking up. Of course, a wind advisory goes until 1 a.m. on your Friday. Anywhere from 50+ mile-per-hour wind gust could cause some damage, not even in a thunderstorm, and those wind speeds are rocking. Right now, winds anywhere from 10 to 40 miles per hour across the state, and you'll notice those temperatures, they're climbing as well. We're sitting in those mid-70s. Steve will break down the hour-by-hour forecast and what you need to know coming up in a few short minutes.
Definitely a very spring-like day out there. Andrew, thank you. Just a reminder, you can always find the latest weather conditions on the WYMT weather app. See live radar and zoom right into your neighborhood. You can also learn about warnings and advisories as they are issued in your area. You can find it at the Apple and Google Play stores. A man driving erratically nearly hit several vehicles and a school bus. It happened in Pike County yesterday. Police arrested Kevin Hopkins on a DUI charge. Mountain News has obtained cell phone video of the scary situation. WYMT's Connor James breaks down what happened.
Yeah, it was an incredibly scary situation yesterday for all parties involved, and it was all caught on video. You can see right here the driver almost hitting a school bus.
No, he's going.
Oh my God.
You can see the driver going all over the road. You can see him in the other lane multiple times. At multiple points, the driver drove off the road, almost crashing, but he got back on and kept driving. That's when the people filming this video called 911.
Went ahead and called 911, and it was just ongoing, left to right, running people off the road, a school bus, and then he made it back to his side of the road, ran off the road into the ditch. He had wrecked the first time. There was a few places where cars couldn't get off the road, and he managed to get over just in time.
Now, Kevin Hopkins, the man behind the wheel, is lodged in the Pike County Detention Center. I'll have much more coming up at 6. I'm in Pike County. Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
To watch the full video, you can go to WYMT.com and look for this story. Actor Jussie Smollett pleaded not guilty to charges of lying to police about being attacked. Smollett was inside a Chicago courtroom this morning facing more than a dozen felony counts. Smollett's defense team has said there is a lot of misinformation in the case. He claims he was the victim of a vicious hate crime back in January. Police say it was a hoax and that Smollett hired two brothers to carry out the fake attack. Smollett will be back in court April 17th. Despite a veto threat from the White House, the Senate has voted to pass the resolution of disapproval to strike down the president's national emergency declaration for the border wall. The vote came after a last-ditch effort by some Republicans on a compromise that fell through. CBS's Nicole Killian is on Capitol Hill, where the bill is now headed to the president's desk.
The Senate voted to block President Trump's national emergency for border wall funding.
The yeas are 59, the nays are 41. The joint resolution is passed.
The resolution passed with 12 Republicans joining Democrats.
I take my hats off to those members on the other side of the aisle who have let principle rise above party.
One of them was Utah freshman Senator Mitt Romney.
Congress has spoken. The president can't overrule the decision of Congress.
But President Trump again threatened to veto the measure during an Oval Office meeting with the Prime Minister of Ireland.
Whether it's positive or not, I'm vetoing it.
Senate Republicans and some Democrats argue their support of the resolution is not about the border wall, but about the Constitution and the separation of powers.
President Trump pushed back on that argument.
The legal scholars all say it's totally constitutional.
Congress is not expected to garner enough votes to override a presidential veto. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Trump tweeted the word veto in all capital letters minutes after the resolution passed. The already crowded field of 2020 Democratic presidential candidates just got more so. Beto O'Rourke tweeted out a video this morning declaring his candidacy, and then the former Texas congressman wasted no time hitting the campaign trail, holding his first event in Iowa about an hour after he announced. O'Rourke visited every Texas county when he ran for the Senate there in 2018.
This is my first time to meet most of you here in this room, and so I'm looking forward to the conversation, to hearing what's on your mind.
O'Rourke joins a long list of Democratic hopefuls, which may also eventually include former Vice President Joe Biden. Flight experts in France now have their hands on the black boxes from Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302. Aviation experts will spend the rest of the week analyzing the cockpit voice and data recorders, which could reveal why the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jet went down, killing 157 people Sunday. The investigation comes with a sense of urgency. Yesterday, the U.S. joined a list of 50 countries grounding the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. Airlines have delayed or canceled thousands of flights.
I think it was the right decision given the rest of the world is doing the same thing.
At the crash site in Ethiopia, crews are still working to tirelessly identify the remains. Well, to basketball now. The SEC tournament is underway in Nashville, but the Cats will not begin their quest for another title until tomorrow night. There are plenty of Big Blue fans already in the Volunteer State, though. WYMT's Will Puckett off our Big Blue SEC tournament coverage. Will?
Steve, hello from the corner of 5th Avenue and Broadway in Music City, where some rain has fallen already today, getting the temperatures to drop. But for SEC basketball, well, Steve, it's heating up. Now, this year, the SEC tournament has returned to Nashville after heading out west to St. Louis last year. When we arrived just a little after noon, Kentucky Blue was the first thing that we saw. Fans here in Nashville are beyond happy the game has returned to the Music City because it's just a hop skipping away from Lexington and the Bluegrass.
Oh, it's great. We was just talking about that, my brothers and I, that St. Louis last year was okay, but we love Nashville, especially Kentucky being so close.
It's everywhere. It's by far the most. I'd say 95% right now.
See it blue, that's what they call it, and it's there for a reason. I'm excited. It's going to be a great time.
Blue's definitely getting in.
Steve, Big Blue well represented. When we stopped at a stoplight, Willie Hope, who was in the car behind me, texted me and said, well, I don't think we're going to have any trouble getting some UK fans today. Hopefully that continues as Kentucky plays tomorrow night. The winner and the team they play, yet to be determined. Steve, that's not all of our coverage from Nashville. We'll have much more at 5, 6 o'clock, and 11 from Nashville. I'll send it back to you in the studio for now.
All right. Thank you very much, Will. Always a great time in downtown Nashville. Well, it's also time once again for Hoops Hysteria on WYMT.com and your chance to play our NCAA tournament bracket game. You can also compete against some of the WYMT staff and also win a 65-inch smart TV. A $1 million prize will be awarded nationally if someone correctly picks all the games. Now, you can register right now and, of course, fill out your bracket as soon as the pairings are announced on Selection Sunday. Just go to WYMT.com for more. You have until 15 minutes before the first game on March 21st to sign up. Well, let's head over to Wall Street now on this Thursday afternoon. The Dow closes up today more than 7 points. Straight ahead on First at 4, we're not the only ones dealing with severe weather today. Up next, hear about the so-called bomb cyclone hitting the midsection of the U.S.
And that same cyclone, now the low pressure system bringing our showers and storms. We'll break down our severe weather threat coming up next.
Breathe easier with ARH Home Care Store oxygen and home medical equipment. Our stores are conveniently located throughout southeastern Kentucky, plus you get after hours and weekend service through your local ARH hospital. Comprehensive and convenient. ARH, taking care of you at home.
And now's the time you've been waiting for. The undisputed champs, Tundra and Tacoma. And in this corner, the reigning rulers of the road. Let's get ready for spring.
Not bad.
Ready for a great deal?
Let's do it!
So good.
Get $1,000 cash back on a new 2019 Tacoma. A low-mileage lease on Tacoma Double Cab for $219 a month. Or get $2,000 back on Tundra.
Ready, set, go. Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's bow time at Bojangles. For a limited time, get 2 country ham biscuits for just $3. Traditionally cured grilled country ham served on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Bojangles buttermilk biscuits are baked every 20 minutes by a master biscuit maker and served up hot and fresh for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast so good, we serve it all day. Hurry in today for 2 made-from-scratch country ham biscuits for just $3. Bojangles, it's bow time.
There is an advantage to buying your metal roof at Taylor Metal Roofing and Siding.
We got all kinds of pretty colors.
The finest metal used, manufactured here in your color.
We'll bring it right to you.
Delivering all over Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia.
It'll last you forever.
Remarkable in every weather condition, and you won't find a better price.
Come see my pap at Taylor Metal. What can we do for my house?
Insist on Taylor Metal Roofing and Siding in Prestonsburg and Jenkins.
Because we got you covered.
Has an auto accident left you feeling like your life has been turned upside down? Give us a call.
The savings are a slam dunk when you charge into Big Sandy's March Mania. Score with up to $1,000 in instant rebates and up to 6-year special financing with no money down. Plus up to 50% off. Buy the Samsung Black Stainless 4-door dispenser refrigerator with double oven range, dishwasher, and over-the-range microwave, and get a free Samsung washer and dryer. 50-inch Ultra HD TV. Don't pay $399. Now only $199 Super Saver.
Big Sandy Superstore. Experience better.
How do we make the future of energy ours? By knowing who we are, where we're going, by remembering the roads we've traveled, while developing